Hello and welcome to Game Against Depression. It's your host Gad here, welcoming you all to the channel that's all about opening up the dialogue when it comes to mental health and fighting against that stigma that lingers over mental illness as a whole. I'm going to actually reference my first video. My first video, I'm honored, and I just want to thank you all so much for just the beautiful positive feedback I got from all of you. I got views that I thought I would never get near, like literally 10 times the views I thought I would get. I thought a couple of my friends, thought my mom would probably refresh the page a couple times and that would be like my total amount of views or something. No, the point is really you guys are such beautiful, amazing people. Thank you all so much for the feedback. It really it warmed my heart. It made me so excited. I know I was gone for a little while. This was a harder semester for me. I had a lot academically. I had a lot going on in life. I have to practice what I preach, and that is I had to put myself first. I take care of myself, make sure I was good, make sure I was good up here and in here, so that way I could come here and give you all my best and be my best in my own life, obviously, right? But yeah, so with that being said, the comments I was getting in my inbox were pretty eye-opening, because I guess I didn't realize how people still thought about depression and anxiety. I guess mental illness in general, but those are the two that I can probably most easily talk about. So I had people that I grew up with, they sent me messages, and the messages were along the lines of, "Oh my goodness, Gad, I didn't know that you suffered with, mental illness. But you played football, but you graduated from high school. You were around all the time. You went to social events. You were this, you were that, you were there, you were here." And I was just like, wait, hold on. What does depression and anxiety look like? What is the image that we all have in our heads? What is this strange blueprint that we have in our minds when it comes to mental illness? Everything that you see on TV and in media it's always the most extreme case, right? There's never been a movie about stealing candy from a store. The movies are about bank robberies. And so, even just referencing movies again, you have things like Fight Club, American Psycho, Shutter Island. Those are very extreme cases of mental illness and psychosis, right? Regarding depression and anxiety, when you see these images, they're always very dramatic. People sitting in dark rooms crying, people just shaking uncontrollably, not being able to do anything in their lives. And I'm not saying there aren't severe cases in real life. Sure, of course there are. But at the same time, guys, those are the most severe cases. 95% of what you're gonna not what you're gonna see, because you actually don't see it. 95 of the cases that do exist, you'll never know, because again, it's mental illness. It's within. It's not a physical ailment. Because I'm depressed or anxious, words don't pop out the front of my forehead and have me labeled for everyone to see. It would be very convenient, sure, but at the same time, it's just, it's not realistic. It's just not the way the human body works. But I digress. We have to sort of change how we think about mental illness. I told someone the other day, because I just heard them talking about people who are schizophrenic. I guess they saw a video on Facebook or something. And they're like, this guy, he's schizophrenic and he lives a normal life. I was so taken aback. I was like, yes, of course. Of course. There's so many people that suffer with so many things and they can live normal, I don't even actually know what that means, normal lives though. And they're like, I couldn't believe it. I've probably never been around a schizophrenic person. I'm like, no, you probably have. You just haven't known. The same way you've been around people with general anxiety disorder, GAD. I don't know if y'all ever caught that, but just throwing that in there. And then, depression, of course. But really, we have to create an environment that allows people to come out and talk about, their mental health, because it's very difficult to approach those kinds of problems if we can't talk about it and we can't see it. It's not tangible. And I guess it's really the point of this channel, right? We have to open up that dialogue. We have to be more accepting and understanding. Stop going ahead and taking the liberty of putting the most extreme image on anyone and everyone who suffers from mental illness. Open your ears and listen. Open your minds and understand. Open your hearts and love those people all the same, because you would want that in return regardless of what you were dealing with, regardless whether it was mental illness, physical illness, a condition, anything, right? So let's all try to be a little bit better. Be the most positive, be the most effective, be the most active factor in your life and in everyone else's. So I challenge you, try to rethink, try to repaint the picture of mental illness in your head. Don't just do it for me, do it for yourself. Do it for your loved ones, and do it for our future. It makes me very sad when I think about a lot of people who probably could have come out, who probably could have sought out help before it was too late if there wasn't such a negative image attached to all of this. So I know this video was a little bit heavier. I don't script any of this stuff, you guys. I really want to give you guys my most raw, my most real opinions and thoughts on this whole subject. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Thank you guys for all the support. Please continue to support me. If there's a topic you want me to cover, please let me know. If there's anything I can do a little bit better, throw me a comment, give me a DM, whatever. All right, I love you all. Gat out.